Hello, everyone. My name is Tonisha Livingston. Thank you for joining me as I walk through my comparison of Amazon and Barnes& Noble 2017 annual report. In this presentation, I'm going to introduce both companies, highlight their key points from their annual report, and explain how their communication styles, financial performance, and strategic direction differs. My goal is to show which company presents its long-term goal more effectively and why. Let's start with Barnes& Noble. Many of us know them as the neighborhood bookstore or a place to grab a coffee and browse for hours. In 2017, however, the company faced a challenging year. Sales in physical stores dropped by 6.3%, which reflects the overall decline in traditional retail traffic. But there were positives too. Online sales grew by 3.7%, which shows their customers were still interested, just shifting their buying habits. Leadership under the new CEO, Damos Perneros, focused on improving customer experience and modernizing the stores. Even with lower sales, the company made significant progress by cutting 137 million in expenses and maintaining profits. Now, let's take a look at Amazon, a company that by 2017 had become almost impossible to avoid in daily life. From online shopping to streaming to the Alexa devices in many homes, Amazon had embedded itself into multiple industries. In 2017, Amazon reached some massive milestones. Over 100 million Prime members and more than 5 billion items shipped worldwide. Excuse me. Their workforce grew to more than half a million employees globally. One of their strongest areas was Amazon Web Service, or AWS, which had reached a $20 billion revenue run rate. This level of skill showed just how fast Amazon was expanding beyond retail and into technology and cloud computing. One of the most interesting differences between the two companies is the tone of their communication. Barnes& Noble uses a cautious, honest tone. They acknowledge their struggles directly and focus heavily on cost cutting and the need to rebuild customer traffic. It's practical and transparent, but it doesn't paint a very optimistic future. Amazon tones feel completely different. Jeff Bezos speaks confidently about innovation, experimentations, and long-term thinking. The message is consistent. The company is always looking ahead, pushing boundaries, and investing in new ideas. This tone creates excitement and a sense of momentum, which is very intentional. When we compare financial performance, the contrast becomes even clearer. Barnes& Noble reported 3.89 billion in revenue for 2017, and that number represents a decline from the previous year. It tells the story of a company fighting to remain relevant in a changing retail environment. Amazon, on the other hand, reported nearly 178 billion in revenue, a 31% increase in just 1 year. That kind of growth is extraordinary. Amazon's success comes from having multiple strong revenue streams, such as AWS, Prime memberships, marketplace seller, and digital service. The difference between the two companies isn't just size, it's the direction in which they're moving. Barnes& Noble's strategy centers on stabilizing the business. They focus on cost reduction, updating their stores, and improving their online shopping experience. These were necessary steps, but they didn't represent major innovations. Barnes& Noble was trying to retain its footing. Amazon's strategy was much bolder. They expanded into artificial intelligence, cloud computing, grocery retail with Whole Foods, and continued to refine their logistic network. Their approach shows a company that isn't just responding to change, they are driving it. While Barnes& Noble made incremental improvement, Amazon invested heavily in transformative growth. In closing, Both companies presented their annual performances clearly, but in very different ways. Barnes& and Noble provided a transparent and realistic report that reflects a company in transition. Amazon represented a powerful, forward-looking vision supported by strong financial results and ambitious innovations. After comparing the two, Amazon 2017 annual report stand out as the more effective one. It communicates big picture goals, demonstrates measurable success, and build confidence in the company long-term direction. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Hope you enjoyed it and have a wonderful day.